What's going on, guys? It's Golden Bluted again. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. I do videos every single day, either college football or college basketball related. This is college basketball related, and the best way to support this channel, a West Virginia channel, is just hit the subscribe button. That's it. That's all you got to do. So the West Virginia Baylor game has been called off because West Virginia is dealing with some COVID issues. Now, the first time that I had any inkling that there might be COVID issues is if you go back after the Texas loss, Bob Huggins talked about, how some of the players were banged up and some of the players had the flu. Whenever he said flu, I'm like, now, wait a minute. We're in a day and time where COVID is the big thing. You can't just say, oh, he has flu-like symptoms and he tested negative for COVID. I mean, you better be on that. And what happens? It looks like it's getting spread around. So it's not a good thing. Of course, I wish all the guys to get better, good health, get back on the court as soon as possible. But I'm telling you, as soon as he said a few players had the flu, I'm like, uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Red flags going off all over the place. If this was a normal year, where COVID didn't exist, then I'd be like, oh yeah, the flu, that sucks, guys, get better. But as soon as he said flu, I'm like, oh, I see some games getting canceled because that could be the sign of actually COVID. And whenever that happens, that's when games get postponed. And what happened? Baylor got postponed. So nobody, which is not a bad thing. Coming off a heartbreaking loss to Texas and then having to go to Baylor on the road, not necessarily a bad thing. Now, the reason for it is not good, of course. COVID, not good. But avoiding Baylor, at least for the time being, not necessarily a bad thing. And then, like I talked about, after the Baylor game, there's an opportunity, depending on where they postpone that Baylor game to, there's an opportunity for West Virginia to actually go on a 5-game winning streak. They have a nice schedule coming up. The toughest game would be a home game against Texas Tech. Yes, they are tough, but they're not as tough as Texas. So I think even that game would be winnable. I wish all the guys to get better. Try not to spread it around even more and have to postpone more games. Let's try to keep this thing contained, get it done and over with, and on to the next game. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you on my next show.